Hey, it's Nishikesh, and welcome back to ServiceNow Simplified. So, in the first two videos, we covered the basics. We talk about what ServiceNow actually is, and cloud platform companies use to manage their work. And then we looked at the big picture, all those different modules like ITSM, HRSD, and ITOM. But here's the question everyone asks me. Okay, I got the overview, but where do I actually start? That's what this video is about. Today, we are diving into ITSM, the module you should learn first. I'll show you exactly what it is, what does using real example, why it's so important, and which part to tackle first. If you are ready to move from understanding ServiceNow to actually learning it, let's go then. So, start with ServiceNow, ITSM, the one ServiceNow module that matters. Yeah. For ITSM is foundation, starting point. If you are learning ServiceNow, there is a one module you should start with, and it's not even close. In this video, I'm breaking down ServiceNow ITSM, why it's foundation, and everything is exactly what you need to know before diving in. Yeah. If you are learning ServiceNow, starts here, not with the fancy stuff, not with the advanced module, start with ITSM. In this video, I'll show you exactly what ITSM using real example, why every ServiceNow beginner needs to know it, and which part to learn first. Let's simplify this. Yeah. ITSM, you'll hear this term a lot in ServiceNow. It stands for IT Service Management, but let me show you what that actually means in the real world. Yeah. So, what is ITSM? How IT teams manage services, incidents, requests, and change. Yeah. So, picture this. You work at a company, one morning your laptop won't start. What do? You call IT or submit a ticket, right? Or maybe you need a mouse, you request it from IT. Or your email keeps crashing, IT needs to fix it. ITSM is simply system that helps IT teams handle all of this stuff in an organized way instead of just chaos or sticky notes everywhere. There is a process. So now here is the why you care. ServiceNow builds an entire ITSM module specifically for this aim. Here is an important part. Almost every company using ServiceNow starts with ITSM, which means most ServiceNow jobs needs ITSM knowledge. The beginner certification focus on ITSM. Once you understand ITSM, everything else in ServiceNow makes sense. So when people ask me, what should I start? This is it, ITSM. Cool. So let's move. So there are four main ITSM processes. Beginners should know incident management, problem management, change management, and request management. Yeah. So ITSM has a few processes, but there are four main ones you need to know, and I'm going to explain each one of using real situation you have probably experienced. Yeah. So let's go. So first, I would say incident management. Yeah. Let's say you can't log into your work email. That's an emergency, right? You need an email to do your jobs. You report it, IT sims it, someone fixes it fast, you're back to work. That's the incident management. Something is broken, fix it now. That's the incident management. Incident management, fixing on a problem quickly to restore services. With the step including logging the issue, assuming it, assigning it, resolving it, and documenting what happened. Yeah. So under this we have the core process, the log, assign, resolve, and document. Yeah. This is typically the first process beginner learn and will be demonstrate in a video follow up. Yeah, on videos. So simple, and this is the first thing I'll teach you and so on in the next video because it is the earliest place to start. Okay. Second is the problem. So stop recurring incident. We required a problem management to find a root cause so incident stop happening. Now imagine 10 people can't log into email this week. That's a 10 separate incident. But there is a thing. There is a probably one reason why it keeps happening, or maybe a server misconfigured. Maybe there is a software bug. Problem management is about finding that root cause so the issue stop happening. Think of it like this. Incident management equals to put out the fire. Problem management is equals to figure out why first keep starting. Yeah. So let's go for next. So third is the change management. Control system updates with effective change management. So what we do is we review the change, we access the risk, we approve, we plan the roadblock and avoid a destruction. Change management controls the update to a system by reviewing the change, accessing the risk, obtaining the approvals, and preparing rollback plans to prevent disruptions. Here is a real scenario. IT needs to update the company's server software this weekend. But what if that update breaks something? What if everyone showed up on Monday and nothing works? That's why change management exists. Before any big update or change happens, there is a process. Someone submits a change request, it gets reviewed, people approved it or reject it. There is a backup plan in case something goes wrong. In a big companies, you can't just change something randomly. There is a too much risk. ServiceNow tracks and manage this entire approval workflow. So change equals to get approval before updating anything important. That's all about change. Yeah. So next we have is the request management. So manage employees request with a request management where we track and fulfill non-urgent needs via service catalog. Yeah. So incident is something broken, fix it now. But request is which is handled by request management. Non-urgent employee request such as new hardware or software access using the service catalog to track and fulfill those requests. Yeah. I need something fulfilled when it possible. Okay, so you might be thinking ServiceNow has other modules like HR service delivery. Okay, this is the one straightforward. You need something from IT, but it's not urgent. Like, I need a new laptop. Can I get a Photoshop installed? I need a access to this share folder. Like this request, these aren't emergencies. Nobody's blocked from working, but IT still needs to track and fulfill this request. ServiceNow handle this, this through something called a service catalog. Think of it like an internal Amazon store where you order IT stuff. So here it is the difference. Yeah, incident When we say incident, it means something is broken and we need to fix right now on an urgent basis. And request is something that I need but not urgent. Clear? Okay, hope you got it. Why ITSM first? To start with foundation that employee and certifications value. Okay, so you might be thinking ServiceNow has other modules like HR, service delivery, IT operations, customer service management. So why should only focus on ITSM or why first ITSM? So three simple reasons. The job market, this is what you want, the job. Go look at ServiceNow job posting right now. Almost all of them mention ITSM. It is the most common requirement. If you want to get hired, you need ITSM experience. Reason 2, foundation. It teaches you your ServiceNow fundamentals. ITSM teaches you the core concept, how form works, how data is stored, how workflow happens. Once you understand this through ITSM, the other modules are way easier to pick up. It's like learning to drive on a regular car before you trying a sports car. Some basic different features. Yeah. So in technicality, ITSM teaches you the core service now concept such as table, workflow, form, users, and roles, which is learning other modules. And third reason is the certification path. Certification requires it. Yeah. So the CSA, the Certified System Administrator exams focus heavily on ITSM. So starting with ITSM aligned with certification goal. If you want to get certified, and trust me, certification helps a lot here. Yeah. The entry level exam, the CSA, Certified System Administrator, is heavily focused on ITSM. You literally can't skip ITSM if you want to get certified. So starting here isn't just a smart, it's necessary. Okay, all right. So you now understand what ITSM is, why it matters, and which process exists. But here, what we are doing next. Next video, I am showing you how to get a free access service now. Yes, actually free. You will set up something called a PDI, Personal Developer Instance, basically your own private ServiceNow playground where you can practice everything. No credit card, no trial period, just a free access. After that, we have a diving into the incident management with a complete hands-on tutorial. I'll show you how to create an incident, how to assign it to someone, how to resolve it, how to close it. We are going from a concept to actually doing it. And over the coming week, we'll cover every major ITSM process step by step. By the end of this series, you will be able to confidently talk about ServiceNow ITSM in a job interview. So following video, full hands-on on the incident management demo, covering how to create, assign, resolve, and close incidents. Yeah. And the future topics will be like a problem management, change management, service catalog, and additional hands-on exercise to build practical skill. Okay. If you are serious about learning ServiceNow, the simple way, subscribe now. New tutorials will be there every week. And here is a question for you. Comment below and tell me, is ITSM completely new to you or you have used it at work before? I'm curious where everyone is starting from. Next step, getting your free ServiceNow access. See you there. Thank you and sign off for now.